We are not going to do individual segments today because we want to continue talking about the election results and the implications thereof. So I wanted to start by...
Hold on.
Okay.
We opened the last segment and we toasted Janet Reno's death.
Oh, that was lovely.
And I was just so happy that I had Johnny Walker Blue Label. I mean, this is well-aged, hard to find, like $200 a bottle. And I just happened to lean forward at the break and look over, and the label to your vodka bottle, bring that up here. Don't bring that up here.
No!
This is like chocolate whipped infused vodka. This is sorority party vodka.
Guilty as charged. I am not a big guy for the taste of...
Whiskey.
Well, yeah, whiskey would be a great example. I am not a big fan of it. You know, I drink Long Island iced teas. You know why? They're strong and they don't taste like booze. Stuff that tastes like booze has never been appealing to me. Even when I was a teenager, when everybody wants to go out drinking.
It's called developing a
even in the
palate.
military, yeah. No, not my palate.
Right.
Are you done chastising me for my drinking taste?
Done.
All right. Let's talk about the goals that Donald Trump could. This is going to be, again, this testing process to see if he's going to actually do any of the things he said on the campaign trail. So there's a couple of things that he said. I want to name...
A litmus test, if you will.
Correct.
Some things that can be handled pretty quickly.
Yes. So I want to talk about three of them right off the bat. Prosecuting Hillary, there's no reason to delay. All the information is out there. No more gun-free zones on U.S. military bases. Executing cop killers by executive order. Okay.
Yeah, you can't...
yeah. Now, let's dispose of the Hillary Clinton matter right away. I have long said that Trump is a billionaire. He's in that social peer group. He walks the hallways of money and power and influence. And it is an unwritten rule amongst that class. You do not prosecute your peers, ever. And this was borne out in his acceptance speech where he said, and I wrote this down, speaking of Hillary Clinton, he said, this was like his 12th sentence, okay?
Yeah, this was right off the top.
Right. She fought very hard. Hillary has worked very long and very hard over a long period of time, and we owe her a major debt of gratitude for her service to our country. I mean that sincerely. Okay? That is him telling you he has no intentions of prosecuting her, despite what he said on the campaign trail. Now, we know...
And that's if he even gets a chance, because it's very possible, and in my eyes, quite likely, that on the way out the door, when presidents start signing all these ridiculous pardons, Hillary Clinton's one of them.
I'm not so convinced of that. But if he does not pardon Clinton, I think this, in the very opening part of his acceptance speech, is the signal, hey, we all knew we were playing our part during the campaign.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I wouldn't do that to one of my peers. It simply isn't done. A friend of ours, Dwight Lilly, here in town, great guy. He's very much looking forward to Donald Trump prosecuting Hillary Clinton. He really believes that's going to happen. Now, let's look at some of the other campaign promises.
Or rather, Chris Christie prosecuting.
All right. Now, I'm only talking about the things, I'm not getting into the whole list. I'm only talking about the things that he could do lickety-split right off the bat.
Right.
Perhaps even on day 1 or 2, okay, after he's been inaugurated. One would be creating or banning gun-free zones on military bases, which is one of his campaign pledges.
Yeah, which started under Bill Clinton.
Right.
Military members used to be able to carry cocks and locks, running around with loaded guns.
Right.
They took that away unless you're on duty. It's part of your assignment. Military police that are on duty, investigators, base police, which are different than military police,
right,
and then guards that are on duty in various stations.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones left.
Other than that, you have to be disarmed. And he pledged during the campaign that he would change that. This is something that all it requires is him to pick up the phone, talk to the chairman of the Joint Chiefs and say, this is an order from the commander-in-chief, effective immediately, blah, blah, blah. Or he could say, I will give you 6 months to get ready for this change.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, announce it to the American people. I have given the military the order. They have 6 months to 180 days. On the 181st day, this must be enacted.
Right.
So we'll get to see if he's going to honor that campaign pledge. The other one that he could do, lickety-split the next day after he takes the oath of office, it would be, he can't do it because it's unconstitutional, but if he wanted to keep his campaign promise, to sign an executive order to execute all cop killers. And of course, you can't do that either.
Totally impossible.
But these are some of the things that I think will be very telling to the nation, but most importantly to Trump supporters, as to gauge whether their guy really is going to do what he said.